Hi folks, it's Trace here, the Irish Tarot Girl. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your weekly tarot reading for the 19th of October to the 26th of October. I'm hoping to next week get around to doing a cool Halloweeny type of Halloween tarot reading. Um, as you may know or you may not know, Halloween is actually an Irish holiday. It started off in Ireland. It's called Samhain, and it was brought over to the United States by all of the Irish immigrants. And that's where jack-o'-lanterns come from. We used to use turnips in Ireland years ago, and when the Irish immigrants came over to the United States, they used what was to hand. And what was to hand? Pumpkins. So I'm hoping next week to do a Halloweeny type of Samhain tarot reading for you all. But for this reading, we're going to do our weekly tarot reading, and we're going to do, let me see, just thinking on the fly here, I feel like I want to do 5 cards to kind of get a bit of a story as to what's coming up for next week. So I'm going to give the cards a bit of a shuffle. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot again. This is one of my trusty tarot decks that I feel very connected to. Love the artwork, love the vibe of it. It's fun, it's interesting. Don't love cats. Sorry for all the cat lovers out there, but it's still a cool deck. So, and that's the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake. So that's it here. So let's get going. We're going to pick 5 cards. And this reading I'm going to do like the way I would do all of my regular readings, which is shuffle, cut the deck in 3, and then just read them from the top. So what's coming up for next week for us all? Okay. Okay. Oh. No, you know what? I'm going to do what I usually do, which is what I started to do there, which is turn them all over and get a bit of a story going. So let's see. Okay, so we have swords, cups, wands, temperance, and pentacles. Wow. Okay, so what I love about this, let me zoom in so we can see the cards a little bit better. What I love about this is we have all of the suits represented: swords, cups, wands, and pentacles, and we have a major arcana card. So already I feel like this is going to be a very balanced week, which is so interesting because we have the temperance card here, and we have this witch here doing her yoga pose, tree pose, where that's all about balancing. So I'm loving this straight away. I feel like it's going to be a very energetically balanced week for us all, which I am here for. I need that. So we're starting off with the 6 of Swords, which is all about moving away from a tough time to an easier time. Usually in this card, it's a woman and a child in a boat being brought across a river or across a body of water that's leaving rough waters behind and going to calmer waters. So immediately we're starting off the week leaving some rough times and some difficult energies behind us, which I am here for 100%. Then we have the Ace of Cups, which ties in nicely with that, which is new beginnings, new emotional beginnings, new beginnings in a relationship. So this could be like a friendship. And we have her cup here is overflowing with whatever liquid is inside. It's overflowing. So there's an overflowing of love, of emotion, of new feelings. So we're leaving some crap behind and we're starting again, which I'm here for. And then we have here the water, or whatever liquid it is, has fallen onto the ground, and here we have some new shoots, of whatever it is. I mean, to me, it immediately speaks of relationships. So maybe we have some new shoots of friendships going on next week that we're nurturing, but it's a new beginning. And then we move on to the 7 of Wands. So this is like the hump day card. So like, it's like the Wednesday card where you're struggling. You're at the middle of the week and you're like, I still have like Thursday and Friday to do. And that's what this card represents. It's being kind of on the defensive, warding off all of these things coming at you, but you're on the high ground. You're doing it. You're fending off all of those things that are coming at you quick and fast. And she is determined. Look at that. She has her skirt or her dress hiked up and tucked into her belt there. So she is raring to go. And the cat is there protecting her. So I feel like this is going to be the middle of the week, feeling kind of inundated with stuff, but managing it, keeping your head above water. Pardon me, I'm just getting over a cold. I'm a little bit sniffly. So then we have the Temperance card, which we already touched on. And it very much is placed very well after all these cards, where we're moving away from tough times, starting something new, struggling to keep all of our balls in the air, if you like. And then it's about balancing, having to balance all of these things that are coming at you. Balance your home life with your work life, or if you work from home, work-life balance, balancing moderation with your eating, with your exercise, with all of these things. And it's a message to us to keep grounded. And in keeping grounded, balance comes. If we have a solid foundation, solid grounding, that's when we can balance things. We can balance ourselves and we can balance the things that are coming at us. And then towards the weekend, we have the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is about holding things back, keeping things to yourself. This guy is sitting on his chest of, now it could be empty. We see some coins on the side here, but we don't know what's in that chest. There could be anything in this chest that he's guarding. It implies money, it implies wealth and fortune, but there could be anything in this chest. It could be whatever makes this guy feel wealthy. It could be family heirlooms. It could be stuff from his childhood, toys. It could be whatever he's protective over. He's sitting on that chest and he is keeping it to himself. So I feel like this message for us for the weekend is we might want to dial things back in, and maybe we've been feeling very extroverted during the week. And I know this is true for me, that I'm an introvert, but I have to do some extroverted things with my children. And I really need that alone time, that downtime to recharge my social batteries so that I can go and do these kinds of things again. Talk to people, be in social situations, that kind of thing. And I feel like that's what this card is telling us, that we're going to feel like we need to hold things back. We need to mind the things that make us feel healthy, wealthy, wise. We need to mind our sleep, our it might be a time of like you have to stay at home and look after your house, do some DIY, do some gardening, do some house maintenance, tidy, all of those things that are like grounded, down to earth, physical things. We're going to need to hold on to those and focus on those and just kind of keep our energy tight at the weekend, if that makes sense. And I notice the door is closed, so I feel like it's like a staying at home kind of energy, but the window is cracked open here. And so it kind of gives me a feeling of you can still be open to things at the weekend, but just be mindful that you need to conserve your energy, maintain your energy, balance your energy, and replenish your energy. So it's looking like a very balanced week. Balance is going to be important. Grounding is going to be important. But you got this with the 7 of Wands. You're like able to keep your head above water and do all the things that are coming at you. But we're leaving the difficult weeks behind. We're starting again, maybe with a new relationship or friendship or just some new emotions going on. And we just have to remember to conserve our energy and do some self-care towards the end of the week. So that has been your weekly tarot reading. I hope this has been a good indicator of the energies and the challenges or opportunities that are going to be coming up for us next week. I hope it has given you some advice and some things to look out for. And I'll be back very soon with another tarot reading. Have a good one and take care.